Hello everyone, my name is Susan Bishop. On behalf of my fellow group members, we are so excited to share our inquiry project with you all today. Our project focuses on whether or not media influences the standard of beauty in America. We hope you enjoy. In our presentation, we will go over the following. We will define beauty, explore the different types of media, explain how media broadcasts beauty, give insight on why our topic is important, explain ways society has attempted to fix the problem, address our research question and hypothesis, and finally go over the method, results, and analysis of our research.
Hey everyone, my name is Cassidy Howard, and today I will be talking about what is beauty. Beauty is a combination of qualities, such as shape, color, or form. Everyone has a different perspective and view of beauty. It is either categorized as something that comes from inside or outside a person or thing. Someone's inner beauty be completely different with what people view as outer beauty. True beauty are unique and set apart from society. They know their worth, innate physical beauty, and unique traits that will make them who they are.
Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Thurmond and I'll be talking about the types of media and beauty advertising throughout American history. In the 1920s, the main form of beauty advertising was illustrations. These illustrations would often have lots of narrative explaining why their product was great as well as how to use the product. The radio became very popular in the 1930s. Advertisers would talk about their products. Women were encouraged to have fair, clear skin, and shaving products were also advertised to men during this time. In the 1940s and 50s, TVs became very common in the household, and beauty companies started making commercials for their products. Film stars would also appear in many of these beauty advertisements. Magazines were very popular, and photography became more common in ads. Nothing really changed about how beauty products were advertised until the rise of social media in the 2000s, but it is noteworthy that beauty ads aimed at people of color became more common in the 1970s. Social media started in the 2000s, and it didn't take long for the beauty companies to start advertising on the rapidly growing social media platforms. According to the Pew Research Center, television is still the most popular source of information, but social media is rapidly taking over.
Hey everyone, my name is Shelby Hinkle, and I will be talking to y'all about how beauty is broadcasted through media. Television commercials is most commonly known and has been used since the 1950s. Although television is most commonly used, social media platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and many more are starting to make a rise. Through these platforms, influencers or celebrities are known to start crazy trends like the Kardashians promoting waist trainers for a slimmer waist or an hourglass figure. Fashion shows and pageants such as Victoria's Secret Runway and Miss America broadcast very fit and beautiful models who do not look like everyday people. Some of the trends that the media has sparked are positive, such as the body positivity movement, but most are negative and lead to people thinking they need to look a certain way to be beautiful.
Hi, my name is Taylor Clyde, and I'm going to be discussing the effects of social pressures from beauty trends. Today, there are many different external pressures that make individuals feel as if they need to look a certain way. These pressures can have lasting effects on an individual's mental health as well as their physical well-being. People may compare themselves to others they see in the media, and that comparison might make them feel less confident in themselves. These unrealistic comparisons can make an individual unhappy with the person that they see in the mirror, which brings a rise in the cases of depression, as people may feel as if they are not worthy just because they don't think of themselves as beautiful. People may experience feelings of non-acceptance because they don't look like every other man or woman out there in the media. Feelings of non-acceptance can progress to feelings of having to look like everyone else to be accepted, which will then lead to a loss of originality since everyone will appear to be the same. Eating disorders such as anorexia may become more present as people may think that they have to be paper thin to be considered pretty. Some people may try dieting such as keto or all carb, which may end up doing more harm than good because their bodies can be lacking in some essential nutrients. Others may devote numerous hours of their time to the gym trying to achieve this idea of a perfect body shape to be considered beautiful, when in fact their own body shape is perfect and does not need any refining at all. Another form of altering your appearance will be going through cosmetic surgery. Some individuals feel as if their only chance of being pretty is to go under the knife. Cosmetic surgery can have lasting effects on a person's person's body because their physical attributes are being changed. Surgery does not always go as planned and anything can happen, so a person could be stuck with results they are not pleased with for the rest of their lives. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophia, and I will be telling you about the body positivity movement. The original intention of the body positivity movement was so that people of all shapes and sizes would feel more accommodated, on top of addressing the unrealistic and unachievable beauty standards that society and media enforces on all people, as well as emphasizing that one should not base their self-worth solely on external beauty, and that can be split into 3 waves. In the first wave, in 1967, New York radio host Steve Post held a fat-in in Central Park. The purpose of the event was to protest discrimination against the fats. And 5 months later, after the fat-in, Lou Loudback composed an essay entitled "More People Should Be Fat." As a result of him seeing this discrimination his wife experienced as a result of her size. The piece initiated a new movement with the goals of correcting fat shaming and that the belief that fat is always unhealthy. His work contributed to the creation of the NAAFA, National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, in 1969 by Bill Fabry, with the mission of ending discrimination based on body weight. It was also created to change the dialogue surrounding obesity and health and spread awareness of the distinction of being fat and being unhealthily obese. And Health at Every Size, or HAES, is an initiative that resulted from the creation of NAAFA. The second wave of body forth the concept that health is better, in the determined by medical testing, which prioritized giving people of all sizes a place where they could exercise comfortably and not feel judged. There were programs that were made specifically for overweight people, such as Making Waves was a weekly fat swim, home exercise programs like Genia Polly Haddon's and Lydia DeMarco's home exercise video series. Yoga for round bodies were also made for those who were not comfortable joining a wellness community. The third wave, which is more recent, which is in the 2000s, since 2012, and the height of social media, which allowed more and more different voices to be heard. One of those, being very prominent, was model and feminist Tess Hollidays, who founded F Your Beauty Standards, which brought an encore of support to the body positivity movement.
Our research question asks, does the media influence the standard of beauty in America? My fellow group members and I form the hypothesis of all forms of media influence the standard of beauty in America. The method of testing our scientific question included conducting a survey with 10 questions. We posted the survey on social media platforms, sent it to relatives and friends, and asked other classmates to complete it. Our survey had 126 responses. Our age range of participants was 14 to 80 years old. 91.3% of participants were female, 7.1% were male, and 1.6% preferred not to specify on their gender. The questions asked could be answered by selecting a yes or no, or could be answered by rating their response on a 0 to 10 scale. Overall, we found our data to be very enlightening and helped us grasp a better understanding on how others view the correlation between beauty standards and the media. The following graphs represent the data collected in our survey. The first graph to the top left corner asked, how much has the media affected your ideas of beauty? 24 individuals responded with an 8, meaning the media greatly affected their ideas of beauty. Overall, 92 of the 126 responses answered with a 5 or above. The second graph in the top right corner asked how important is eternal beauty/appearance to you? 29 individuals answered with a 7. Most individuals answered between 5 to 8, meaning it is important but not most important quality of a person. The third graph to the bottom left corner asked how confident are you in yourself? Most individuals answered with a 6 or higher. Finally, our last graph in the bottom right corner asked how important is inner beauty/personality to you? 92 of the 126 responded with a 10. Many individuals value beauty that comes within. On our second slide of results, the first graph shows the responses when individuals were asked if they felt pressured by the media to look a certain way. 49.2% answered no, 42.9% answered yes, and 7.9% answered sometimes or at some point in their life. Graph 2 shows the responses when individuals were asked if they thought all forms of beauty were accepted or considered normal in today's society. 80.2% responded no, 16.7% answered yes, and 3.1% varied in responses. Finally, in graph 3, 52.4% defined beauty as a combination of qualities such as a shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially the sight. 27% defined beauty as a quality or feature that is most effective, gratifying, or telling. 20.6% had their own specific definition of beauty that varied between individuals.
Hi, my name is Taylor Clatt, and I'm going to be discussing our conclusion. The media has influenced the standard of beauty, but it does not make people feel as if they need to change themselves. There is no correct way to define beauty. Every shape, every form, every color is beautiful. Beauty has evolved over time as well as the forms of media. People feel confident in themselves and they consider themselves attractive with or without the media's input. For most, what is on the inside matters more than what is on the outside, and no matter of approval or amount of likes will change that. We thank you for listening to our presentation, and just remember that you are beauty.